All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Lang Trading Chat Room. It is April 11th, 2023. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, an amazing morning. We got a market that looks like it's going a little bit higher, but before we get to that, got to start off with the routine, guys. So if you're new, you go something like this. We'll review the markets, the SPY and the QQQs, determine which way we think the market's going to head today. After that, I'm going to review the favorites list on the right-hand side of the screen right here. We got long ideas in green, red ideas are short. After we review this list, it will be time to begin trading. So that's what we'll do. As always, guys, make sure you're practicing proper money management. This is a challenging business. You're not going to get rich quick. You're not going to earn while you learn. You got to do it the right way, and the right way is starting off with small risk and incrementally working your way up to a full risk. You do not want to come in here and try to gamble all your money on one trade, one account. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. You got to do it the right way. So make sure you're putting in that work, putting in that time. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can send me an email or you can throw it up right in the chat log. And now that we're out of the way with the fundamentals, let's get into some trading, guys. So starting off with these markets, gapping up just a little bit on the SPYs, gapping down a little bit on the Qs. So basically a flat open between the two indices. Looking a little bit more bullish on the SPY, though. You see we're on this 15-minute chart, probably gives you the best look at it. So gap down yesterday, just ground higher all day. Nice bullish grind. Ended up just at the last 15 minutes, 5 minutes of the day. We just barely popped over that high from Thursday, so it wasn't quite an inside day. But now we're gapping up over this pivot from last Tuesday as well. So should have pretty easy room up to this 411.50, 412 area. So leaning towards the bullish side, but not sold on it just yet. Because we switched to this daily chart, you can see right up here. This is that 412 area we were just looking at. And this is a whole lot of junk just above that area. So once we get up here, air might get a little thin. We might get a little bit of a sloppy price action like we did back from early February. So just be mindful of that. But for the most part, we should have easy room up to 412. The Qs actually look a little bit, they look a little bit less bullish at the moment. But if they get up over that pivot, like 321 on this chart, they got a lot of room to run. I mean, there's nothing holding them back. They got some junk from August of last year, so really nothing holding the Qs back. So if we get up moving over that 321, over the 412 area on the SPY, it could be a little bit of a bullish run. So just keep an eye out for that. Keep that in the back of your mind. We don't have any news today, any big news that's going to shake up the market, so I'm not going to have to worry about that during the day trading session. So let's get into some of these stocks right here, guys. Got some good ideas. Just 1 second. Let me update this thumbnail list right here. All right, there we go. First up, Mara, M-A-R-A, gapping up. It is extended. I mean, this is a pretty wide range move, a couple wide range green bars, but gapping up over a nice consolidation. We're just below this pivot at 957. So I'd like to see it get up over that area. I'd like to see a little bit of rest on this as well, because I mean, you can see this 15 minutes. It's a stout move, so we need a little bit of rest before it continues higher. But pre-market's looking really good. Nice consolidation right here over that 955 area. I like Mara quite a bit, so keep an eye on it. Next up, we have AMC. So AMC's gapping up just a little bit too, just under, I guess, this pivot. I like 550. So over 550, I like AMC. It's got pretty nice void to run up higher. This is one of those meme stocks, so might be a little bit mindful of that. Could get a little bit sporadic and wild, whippy. So just be mindful of that. But nonetheless, daily chart looks good. Hourly chart looks good. The pre-market 5-minute chart looks good as well. So over 550, keep an eye on that AMC. And markets are open, guys. Markets are open. So as always, make sure you're practicing that proper money management. Make sure you have a trading plan and you follow that plan. Like I said before, this is not an easy business. You will not get rich quick. Do it the right way and it will reward you. So next up on the list, Riot. So this one is definitely extended. Mara and Riot are same sector, same with Coin. These are all some like crypto related stocks. So keep an eye on all of them. Look for some relative strength between the three of these. Uh, the coin and the Raya and the Mara need to settle down a little bit though, because they are pretty extended after the move they had yesterday. So careful there. I wonder, is Bitcoin up to anything? Is that why these are going? Ah, there it is. Bitcoin hit 30. We were talking about it just yesterday. We're saying it's going to hit 26 or 30. Looks like it hit 30. So that's why those are popping up. But back to the list. Throw, first short idea on the list, gapping down just a little bit. So needs to get under this support. Oops, whoa. There we go. Needs to get under this support right there, about 1472. So it's right at it at the moment. So under that area, a lot of room to drop in a downtrend. So I like that as well. Next up, we have this ADTN. This is almost like a novice ending gap. This is a very wide range gap into a massive void. A little bit of support right here from like 2 or 3 years ago, but yeah, we can keep an eye on this one. Kind of a backup idea. I mean, I don't see myself trading that probably. It's just too big of a gap, and yeah, there's some, and it's kind of low volume as well. So we'll see. Next up, we got Snow. So Snow is gapping down under this little bit of a consolidation under these bottoming tails. This one is kind of moving on in an uptrend, so a little bit cautious about that, but might have room down to 135. We'll see what it's trading like today and what the markets are doing as well. So keep an eye on that one. Next up, we got CarMax. I think, yeah, KMX, CarMax. So this one, yeah, I really like it. It's a pretty solid gap. Looks good. It just is right under this resistance at like 71 bucks. So I mean, if it gets over 71, you can take it. Let's see in the pre-market, it kind of peekabooed up in there. It does have a bit of a range concern, but it is gapping on earnings, so it should be all right to trade that over 71. So we're going to keep an eye on the CarMax. Doing good volume so far, so yeah, keep an eye on that KMX. Next up is Coin. As I was saying earlier, this is one of those crypto-related stocks, so we can watch this thing over the like 69, 70, about a $70 area. Has a pretty nice void actually. Good consolidation gapping over. So if this shows some strength over 70 bucks, I like it. Next up, we have Netflix NFLX. So this is doing exactly what we needed to do so far. I'm not taking this under the 350 area basically, but over that spot, I like it quite a bit. This has been in a nice strong uptrend lately. Got a lot of range on it, doing pretty good volume as well. So yeah, keep an eye on that Netflix over the 350 area. And last but not least on the list is Microsoft. So Microsoft's got to get under this two. Yeah, it needs to be like 282. Honestly, you've seen the pre-markets putting in a nice little breakout, but I am gonna wait for it to get down to like this 280, 250. Honestly, by the time it gets down there, unless the market's really weak and this thing's really weak, it's probably gonna be done. But we're gonna keep it on the list. We're gonna keep an eye on it. But yeah, and I mean, it was gapping down when the markets were pretty much flat open. So another reason I was like, you know what, fat man stock with relative weakness, I'll throw it on the list. Why not? So there it is. There's the list. It is not a bad list. We've had worse, we've had better, but we're gonna make do with what we got. So Mara's looking good so far. Moving on up. Like I said, I really don't want this thing to go. I would really like to get in this like after 10 o'clock. I mean, right now at the moment, it's just really extended. So if it just gave us a little bit of rest, a little bit of consolidation, made me feel a lot more comfortable about getting into that thing. Same with Riot. Riot's just up quite a bit. So you can keep an eye on both of these. They're both, I mean, doing a good job. They're both looking very bullish. So I want to be watching that. But yeah, just be mindful that they are extended. So the Fro is bouncing a little bit. Snow's not looking too bad actually. Putting in a big old topping tail, so not bad there. This ADTN, this is one like I'm actually tempted to go long on. Like I said, I mean it's a pretty big gap, a lot of volume, and yeah, we're gonna hold off on the ADTN, but I'm probably leaning towards the long side more so. KMX looking good. Keep an eye on the CarMax. Coin's looking pretty good as well, guys. So Coin might be my favorite out of the three cryptos. Out of Mara, Riot, and Coin, I think I like Coin the best, just because it's not as extended as these other ones. So I mean, the other ones they're definitely a little more bullish into a little bit of a better void, but yeah, we just need some sort of rest on those, and Coin's already got that rest, so it could really just rip and run with no repercussions. You can watch Netflix. Don't really like it up here on this 5 minute 3 bar play, just because I mean it is under resistance. But yeah, you can watch it. Microsoft's looking short, so looking good there. The SPY and the Qs. Spot's putting in a big bottoming tail, so that's good. Right at that high from yesterday. Qs, same sort of thing. So looking a little bit bullish on SPY and the Qs. We'll see if the Nasdaq can get over 318. Should have a little bit of a pop, at least 50 cents. So we'll wait for that. So don't see anything at the moment, guys. As always, if you guys have any stocks you want me to look at, stocks, cryptos, ETFs, make sure you throw them up in the chat log. I'll get right on it. But yeah, right now, not seeing a whole lot. You can watch Snow Short. It's probably one of the better ideas out. Doing really good volume. It's got about half its range left, so should have room down to about 136, but just don't need to rush into these things. Wait for that pattern to fully form. This is like a very pseudo 3 bar play, so yeah, I'm not gonna. There's no way I'm taking that thing. It's ADTN, man. This thing looks. You could probably just buy it, $11. Throw a stop at 10. It'll probably hit 12. I'm not gonna do that. It's aggressive, and I don't really have that in my trading plan. So, but you could probably do that. Guys, CarMax, I really do like this CarMax, honestly. Yeah, 71.13 is really that long. I want it to be at least to 71. If it puts a pattern at 71, I'll probably be able to justify taking that. But getting in under that area, that's not going to make it. That's not going to fly. All right, so coins kind of hanging out. I guess all the cryptos put in a big red bar or green bar, and now they're dojiing it up. So keep an eye on that. Netflix still looks long, but again, I need it over that 350. I need a little bit more out of that before I'm confident in taking the trade on Netflix long. So markets are struggling to go higher right now, pulling back a little bit. The Q's almost at low of the day, so let's see the Q's get under this 317 area. We got some room to drop, so this bullish bias might not be worth much if that happens. We'll see. Q's, where's Microsoft at too? Yeah, Microsoft is looking weak, kind of dragging the Q's down at the moment, it seems. What are the other fat man stocks doing? Tesla's kind of moving up a little bit. Facebook's down. Nvidia's down. Apple. And so really the only thing higher right now is Tesla. I'm a fat man. So not a whole lot to do with that. Yeah, guys, I'm just kind of hanging out right here. We're only 10 minutes into the day, so not a lot of data to work with. So we're not going to be rushing into these things. All right, there we go, KMX. Okay, guys, I'm going to put this on my list here. Actually, AMC looks like just dog water, so I'm going to replace AMC with KMX. AMC is going to be replaced with KMX on my favorites list, so now I can keep a very close eye on this one. So, yeah, this is definitely going to be a range concern, but like I said, the range ratio is not bad, and this thing does do some pretty wide range days. So, and it's got some room to run up to about $74, $74.50. So it's got another $250 in it. So we'll keep an eye on the KMX higher. It's looking good at the moment. It's very strong. Definitely the strongest stock from my list. The KMX is the strongest stock from my list. Some of these cryptos aren't looking too bad, but you get up there going. Netflix is rolling a little bit here. Guys, these markets are looking weak. Hey, good morning, Farhad. How you doing? Looking at Hut. Isn't this? I think it's another crypto. Yeah, Hut mining. So yeah, it's kind of the same boat as Riot and Mara, just mildly extended. This one does have a little bit of resistance at like the $2 mark. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, very very similar to Mara. Let's see, and Riot as well. So these are all kind of same sector. But I think Mara and Riot, they're just a little bit more bullish. So that Hut has a little bit more work to do. It's not quite in this void. See, it has that pivot like 208. So yeah, all of them are the same sector. So keep an eye on that whole crypto sector. Pulling in a little bit right here. But honestly, this is what you want to see. I'm very okay with this. I mean, this was just way too extended on a 15-minute chart, all that stuff. Not a bad pullback there. Not a bad pullback. KMX is looking good. CarMax, I want to watch this. I mean, the road of strength it's showing is immaculate. Immaculate right now. High of the day. Probably have to give this thing, what is the spread like? 11-cent spread. It's doing great volume, but maybe like $1.40. It'd be really nice if you just give it $1. What is it doing right here? So yeah, dollar stop loss right here. We'll see if that holds. If that holds, that would be really nice. That would be fantastic. This bottom, this little tail right here doesn't go any lower. It just kind of chops around. Maybe gets one more bar of chop even. That would be what we want to see on the CarMax. You can still watch this snow short. It doesn't look too bad, but it would probably be a high of the day by low of the day, so like 320 on the stop. So you need a full day's range. You need like 36. So yeah, you can keep an eye on the snow. You can watch it. It is looking lower. I mean, bottom and tails are there, but I mean, you take away the pre-market, it only has that one little pivot down there. So you're gonna need a little bit more out of that. You're gonna need a little bit more. AMC's pulling in still. All right. So I'm not seeing much. You can watch this Microsoft. Microsoft doesn't look too bad. This thing's gonna be higher, guys. I just know it. I'm not gonna take it because it's not on my list. It's gonna be higher. I'm gonna replace it with Microsoft here because I think Microsoft is just one I'm actually gonna trade. I just don't see myself trading that ADT in. I don't really have an approach for novice gaps yet. Like these big gap downs that are kind of ending moves. I don't really have a great approach for those right now, so I'm just kind of gonna stay away from it, watch and see what happens, take notes on it, that sort of thing. So the Mara pulled in pretty good. Riot didn't pull in as much. Coin looks the best out of the three, actually. So, I suppose you could take Coin over high of the day right here. It just has the one pivot to deal with. It's not like it's multiple. So, if Coin put in a really nice pattern up at high of the day, that would be a viable position to take. So KMX pulled in just a little bit more. So now it's like $1.37 on the stop. You would need just over 73 bucks. So yeah, still within the wheelhouse. Keep an eye on that KMX though, guys. I do like it. Range is a concern, but like I said, it's on earnings. It does a pretty good average range ratio, about 3.5 to or 0.35 to 4. So yeah, keep an eye on it. I like it. Great volume. So that'd be $1.37 on the stop. We need just over 73 bucks out of that. Markets may be finding the bottom right here as well. SPY's kind of bouncing off that high from yesterday. Qs did break down a little bit under 317, but now we're finding a little bit more support with some moving averages and such. So yeah, KMX is really my top watch here. If this green bar triggers over high today, I'm not taking that. I need like another 4 minutes or so. You see on this 1 minute chart, it's just sloppy. You need a little bit more rest up here at the high of the day, just to confirm that it's actually going to break out. Or I guess not confirm, but increase the odds of it breaking out. I mean, like I say it all the time. At the end of the day, we are just odds-based traders, just trading the stats. So there it goes. It's not enough rest for me. A little bit with such a wide stop. I want to see a little bit more rest. So you're already up. What is this? You're about 45 cents. So not a bad start to the day, to the trade, but yeah, like I said, just not enough rest for me. Not enough consolidation. I mean, you look at the 1 minute chart. It just like it's 3 green bars up. So you're likely getting some sort of pullback before you end up going higher. Still watch some of these. You're watching GBTC. I think that's another crypto one. Grayscale Bitcoin. Yeah. And this is an over-the-counter stock, so it's probably gonna be a little bit more thin, but yeah, this is actually kind of nice right here. I have delayed data though. What? It says my data is delayed for this. I don't know. This is like I think it said over the counter. Yeah, so this is like an over the counter and it's a ETF, so not gonna really make my criteria for day trading, but this is definitely a breakout pattern right here. Like maybe 15-cent stop loss, trying to run it up to 1830 something. Yeah, that's not a bad look at all. Maybe a little bit extended here, but really not too bad. Definitely a tradable stock right there, a tradable pattern. So if you like it, if it meets your criteria, GBTC triggering right here. But there's some things that just like the fundamentals don't add up. I don't know what this delayed data is, and it's an OTC stock, so it might be weird on the fills and such. So I'm gonna hold off, but yeah, you can keep an eye on that if it meets your criteria. Some nice find, Farhad. That whole crypto sector is kind of going off today with the Bitcoin up like it is. There's KMX pulling in a little bit here. So I don't see a whole lot else at the moment. You can still watch Microsoft short. Guys, Coin. Coin is one I need to be keeping an eye on closely. Coin's taking over Riot. I don't need all these cryptos up here, but yeah, watch Coin, guys. Coin over high of the day. I like it a lot. This is my top watch right now. It has everything I need it to have: relative strength, good volume, good multi-time frame analysis, higher time frames, lower time frames, all that. Only thing I need now on Coin is a pattern. Give me a pattern and I'm in there. I just need something, a breakout, a buy setup, a 3-bar play. Give me something and I'm in there. I watch Coin, close eye on Coin. Netflix not doing much. It's ADTN, man. I'm telling you, if you like it, you can get it. 1150, 1090. Man, I'm about to back test this stuff. I'm about to back test this, man. These novice gaps, when it's a gap that's like 20% or more after an extended move. I mean, I guess this wasn't really a super extended move. Just kind of grinded lower, but yeah. You can watch it though. Probably be about a 50-cent stop loss. Run it up to 12 bucks. The coin just won't stop. It's getting right up into that resistance area now. So now, like I said, all we need is a freaking pattern. Give me a pattern, coin. Give me a pattern. Honestly, I'm still not crossing KMX off my list either. I know the range is a concern. It has definitely exceeded its average trading range, but like I said, this is a volume or earnings gap. It does do have a good average range ratio, so we can get some big moves out of KMX, but we're going to need a really nice pattern with a really nice pattern and a nice stop loss as well. You can't give it like $1.50 stop loss. It's just too wide. We would be able, if we got like maybe $1 stop loss. I'd like something less than $1. $1 is probably the max I would do. And we only have, I guess we got about $2 to that high, to that 200 period moving average. So we got a little bit of range, but yeah, just wait for a pattern on that KMX. As Microsoft's still just bleeding lower. So no patterns just yet. I mean, it's just kind of just keeps grinding lower. So if we get a little breakout or maybe a buy or sell setup or something, I'm going to be interested in Microsoft potentially. The markets are looking weak at the moment. There's not much strength right here. It's been quite a few red bars. One green bar we have on the SPY is a topping tail, so sellers are definitely in control this morning. Mara's moving on up. Riot's moving on up. Nope. Great patterns though, man. Coin just won't stop. Coin has a lot of range left though. I mean, it's only done 330. Average day is 570, so it's got over $2 left. So now we're just looking for like a buy setup on coin. Son of a gun, man. It just won't stop. It won't stop. Watching CVNA. I had CVNA on a backup list actually, so this is doing a pretty good job. So I'm gonna put it on my full list. A little bit of a range concern here, but this thing does like incredible. Like the range ratio is just not even like needed on this one. So yeah, CVNA, definitely keep an eye on that. That does not look bad over high of the day. Yeah, keep an eye on that. I do have some other backup ideas. I'm gonna check here out. I'm gonna check them out here in a minute. Probably after the 10 o'clock hour, I'll check them out. But yeah, CVNA is one I probably should keep on my list right now. Need a little bit more consolidation, but you could take it right here like a 1075 by. I really wouldn't want more than a 50-cent stop loss, but keep an eye on that CVNA. Has a really nice void. Does pretty good range, so watch it. CVNA looks good. Guys, KMX still not looking bad. Coinbase pulling in a little bit, kind of what we want to see here. So no worries there. So still watching that under low of the day. You can definitely keep an eye on the Fro under low of the day. It's only about a 14-cent stop, so a ton of range left on Fro. So watch Fro short under 1470. Keep an eye on that one, guys. You can watch Snow short as well. The markets just continue to grind a little bit lower here. SPY is trying to find a little bit of support at the 409.60 mark. If we break down under that, man, we got a little bit of room to drop. All right. So, 29 CVNA. This one's going to need at least one more bar. So we're about to get this 5-minute bar to complete itself. I need at least one more, and then I'll be in there. As KMX, like I said, still looking all right. There's 1 minute looking really good actually, but not trading the 1 minute. Should be like $1.50 on the stop though right now. That's kind of wide. So we need like $74 basically. So that is asking for a pretty wide range day. I'd really like to get it a little bit tighter here. $1.07 is real tight. Keep an eye on KMX. Just putting a little bit of a wedge pattern right here, but just no need to rush into these things. Coinbase just will not stop. Will not give us any sort of entry on Coinbase, but like I said, it still has a lot of range, so I do like it. I do like Coinbase. Has some range to go, so yeah, CVNA looks good. You still watch Mara. Actually, Mara's all the way back up at high of the day. So over high of the day, if it gives us a pattern, I like. Riot is over high of the day. So I mean, these are both pretty sloppy though. I mean, green bar, big old red bar, completely engulfed. So I need to see a little bit better price action on the Mara and the coin before I'm into those. KMX is getting interesting, man. Yeah, I really don't want to sneak in there early though. Tightest stop you're gonna be able to get on this is like $1.07. It's pretty aggressive. It's looking good though. There's no denying that. This is a nice little 5-minute wedge. But guys, Fro under low of the day. Watch it. Fro under low of the day. Watch this thing. If it gives us another 3 minutes of rest, I might be having my order in here. Guys, watch the Fro under low of the day. It's probably my top watch right now. Markets are kind of weak still. Could very easily break down under this 409.60 mark. Q's kind of trying to find support. KMX, this thing needs to like I honestly probably just needs to not look good. If it just like got a little bit sloppy, makes me not want to watch it, that'd be nice. So guys, I still like coin quite a bit. It still has over $1 of range left. It's clearly broke out over that resistance now, so now it's definitely in a position of power. Definitely in a position of power, good relative strength, wide range bar over resistance. Coin is a top watch. Fro just kind of peekabooed below the $72 area, so yeah, still watch it for a pattern. Not liking it as much. Snow's moving up. Microsoft's putting a little pivot. CVNA doesn't look too bad. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and peep some of these backup ideas here as well. Ooh, PayPal, ugly. T-Mobile, very thin. Doesn't look too bad though, but yeah, pretty thin. ABBV, same sort of thing. And CMCSA. This one actually doesn't look too bad. It's got good range left too, so you can watch the CMCSA. This is Comcast, right? Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad. CVNA, like I said, I really like what it's doing here, honestly. I like it. KMX, looking a little bit bullish as well. So now you can get in with that $1.18 stop, $1.20. You're gonna need 72 or 73.60. 450 out of it. It's doable. It's definitely doable. But I'm gonna try and find a better trade for sure. I'd like to find something a little more trustworthy, a little bit less with less issues, you know. This is why I didn't want to get in right here at 9:45 over this red bar. I need a little more consolidation. It's not going to pop when it only has that much. Like it needs more rest, you know. It needs a little more rest. So coin still just up here. You guys are watching for a buy setup on coin. So I want this to pull back into the $70 area, and then I'll be looking for an entry. We're looking at AFRM, Farhad. Yeah, good daily chart. Good, still got range left into a nice void. Good there. 15, maybe a little bit extended, but 5 minute chart, not too bad. Could be a little bit cleaner, but yeah, we can watch for a pattern on this. Maybe, I don't know, 40 cents or so. Yeah, you can watch for that. It's not a bad idea at all. AFRM. Keep an eye out. It's not, what is the volume? I didn't check volume really. So it's doing good volume as well. So no worries about that. So yeah, keep an eye on AFRM. Not looking bad. The FRO is new. If it gives us a good pattern down here at low of the day, I'm gonna be interested, guys. I will. I will probably get into the FRO if it gives us a good pattern. You can watch Mara over high of the day. Watch Mara up here. There's Riot. Riot, same thing. Riot and Mara both. Watch them over high of the day. Probably like Riot just a little bit more. Well, I'll take that back. Which one's doing more volume? So yeah, Mara's doing more volume and it has more range left. So probably leaning towards the Mara side. But again, I would really like to get coin. That's the one I'd really like to get. Out of all these cryptos, my favorite would be coin to get. Give me a buy setup here, and I would be hot to trot. Yeah, right. So you can Carmax is still just hopping around, not doing a whole lot. CVNA. This is one I'm a little bit tempted in, guys. I got 37-cent stop loss. Watch it. I'm gonna need it to come up here and like at least give me like some sort of retest on the 1 minute. At least give me a retest on the 1 minute or something. So actually, I'm gonna put Carvana up here instead of Snow. Yeah, Snow is just not a huge fan of it. Not a huge fan of how it's trading. Looking like it's kind of going to be moving higher all day. So I'll keep an eye on it. If it gets back to low of the day, we can watch it. But probably not going to be taking that one short. So no worries switching it up there. I don't see much else between these ideas. So seeing CSA can get back up towards high of the day and put in the pattern, I like it. But oh man, look at coin just won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. I don't have any problems not taking this either. Like there was not a great entry on this at all. Not even on the 1 minute. Like I don't even see anything on the 1 minute where I'm like, oh well, that's a 3 bar play. Like there's nothing. There's nothing. Maybe you get in on a buy. I mean, it's all aggressive. So, and we can watch it over high of the days. I would prefer a buy setup, but over high of the day, just as likely I'm going to take that. So, yeah. As there's CVNA popping. So yeah, this is something I would have not wanted to get in. I don't want to get into these stocks whenever they pop up here. Probably could have argued to get in at 1060, sneak in a little bit early, but yeah, not for me really. So we can watch it. Maybe it gives us an entry, but probably not at this point. Fro under low of the day, like I said, still watching that. High of the day or low of the day by high of the day. It would be low of the day by high of the day on Fro. So keep an eye on it. I mean, Carmax is really just chopping around up here. Struggling at 72, man. It can't get over that $72. Coinbase still looking good. Come on now. Give me like one red bar engulfed by a green bar, and then I like it. Row is a top watch. CVNA. Yeah, I don't see much else from my list. I mean, you've been throwing up some good ideas here, Farhan. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this AFRM still looks pretty decent as well. So we can watch this. We need high of the day on this. You can see this pivot right up here at 1170. It's definitely an area of resistance. So I'd like to be over that if we're going long, just to increase the odds that much more. So Coinbase, guys, this is a good little rest right here. I like this. I like what it's doing quite a bit. Markets are still just kind of grinding lower. They're trying to grasp and find some sort of support. They're trying, man. Qs are maybe finding it at the 316.50 mark. So it's been a pretty bearish start to the day. A pretty bearish start. Guys, there's that KMX. I think the widest stop I'd go is $1.20. $1.20, you're gonna need where we at? 72.40. So yeah, so that's the 73.60 you needed. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the KMX. KMX, Coin, Mara, Fro. Got a couple ideas in formation right now. Nothing that I'm super hot to trot on. But yeah, check that one backup short idea. It's not doing anything. And here we go, guys. KMX. I really don't like this range. I'm a little bit concerned about it. It's been doing great volume. Really good volume on earnings. So yeah, if this thing rests up here at 72.42, I'll probably be taking this, guys. Be $1.20 on the stop loss. Watch that. Man, fucking Coin, dude. This thing just won't stop. It's so annoying when it does this. Like, just give us a pattern, dude. Stop being a sloppy stock. This company sucks, man. Freaking Coinbase. A bunch of dogs. Alright. Yeah, CVNA's pulling in right here. So yeah, we can still watch the CVNA over high of the day. 47-cent stop loss. Another one with range concern, but I mean the average range ratio is like pretty incredible on this, so I'm really not worried about that at all. Oh, there's KMX over high of the day. I mean, you could have argued to get in KMX on a wedge. There's no doubt about it. Maybe like probably $1 stop loss. You're up about 70 cents, so 3/4 of an R. You could have argued there, but again, not in my trading plan. So that's why I didn't take it. So Coin just won't stop. Mara is not looking too bad. We can get some Mara over high of the day potentially, but again, we're gonna need rest. I'm not gonna take a breakout with 1 bar of rest, like on Coin. Like this thing rested for 1 bar and now it's moving on up. So, I mean, there's just not enough rest for that to have the momentum that I need it to have. The markets are still kind of just hanging out, choppy, bearish. Fro still looking like a viable trade. So still got my eye on that. Microsoft under that low. Still watching that as well. Honestly, Microsoft under low of the day is something I would be interested in. Under low of the day, under that 283 mark. Next pivot's really at like 282 basically. So if it gets under this area, 283, next pivot's 282. So you can watch it. You can watch it. Don't like it a whole lot. I'm going to need a really good pattern out of it, but you can watch it. Look at CVNA. Look at that thing. Whippy, man. Just an absolute roller coaster. Going to Six Flags when you buy CVNA, man. You was might as well just buy Six Flags tickets instead, dude. You're probably gonna lose the same amount of money, but at least you'll have fun at Six Flags. All right, Mara, guys. Mara's the top watch right now, probably about a 23-cent stop loss, so plenty of range there. Plenty of range on the Mara. I feel like all morning I've just been like, these trades are just not doing quite what I need them to. Like they're moving in the right direction, they're doing the right things, just not up to par with my trading plan. I know if I would have taken any of these trades, like I really haven't even seen the trade available. But if I would have taken some sort of rush trade and stopped out, I just would have been harping myself. There's just no need to do that. And I don't see much right now, guys. Yeah, just the Mara is my top watch. Mara, I'm kind of keeping an eye on the KMX, but it's been a little bit tough to trade at this point. Not gonna lie. It's getting a little bit tougher to trade the Mara or the KMX. The Mara too, though. Mara's pulling back a little bit more than what you want to see. Honestly, though, I wouldn't be opposed to getting in on a buy setup here. Little Mara buy setup right at VWAP. Yeah, keep an eye on that thing. You need another. It's going to be another like 8 minutes or so before it actually triggers and forms. But because yeah, right now this one bar is not a buy setup. Not a buy setup. What do you think about your degree? Oh boy, here we go. I am in college for my business admin associates next semester, but don't know if I want to get my bachelor's or even master's. So I have a bachelor's degree in finance, and I mean, currently I'm not using it. I'm trading stocks, and I work a job at night. But I mean, it just depends on what you want to do and what your expectation is. Like if you I don't want to deter people from college, but I don't want people to feel like they need to go to college. You really don't nowadays. Like if you know what you want to do, you have like, if I don't know if trading is what you want to do or what you plan on doing, but I mean, another thing though, it is a good fail safe to have. Like if trading doesn't work out for me and some shit hits the fan, like I still have that degree I can fall back on. I still have a job that I can get. But it's not to say that you can't get those jobs without a degree, but it just makes it a lot more difficult to do so. But yeah, right now, I mean, I'm not using my degree. If all goes as planned, I won't use my degree. Because I'll just be trading, don't need a degree for that. But yeah, I think it's just kind of a personal thing. Uh, you can send me an email, Ezekiel, and then we can talk about it one on one, face to face, if you like. Uh, get a little bit more of a better answer and more of an idea of what your thought process and idea is, because I really do think it's an individual case by case basis. Like I don't think college is for everybody, but I think it is for some people, and it just really depends on your expectations and what your life goals are and stuff. So yeah, highly recommend you send me an email, dude, and I'd love to talk to you about it, figure out a little bit more about what your goals and aspirations are. So yeah, just send me an email, jlang at Lang Trading, right down there. So yeah, we can hop on a Zoom or hop on a Discord channel or something and figure it out. So I think a lot of degrees are not needed, but yeah, it depends on the person. But Frey Moneymakers, you made 300% on Riot yesterday. Now you have $400. Use it or lose it. My recommendation, just save it. Because I mean, it sounds like you made 300%. That sounds like a little bit of an anomaly. Doesn't sound like that's the normal case. So I mean, the market wants its money back, man. So you better hold on to that money and use it wisely. Manage that risk wisely when you're doing that. I don't know what your risk was on it. I mean, I mean, it had a nice big green pop, so I'm happy you made money, no doubt about it. But just make sure you're managing your risk. Because what if this green bar right here? What if it was a big red bar? What if instead of closing the day at 1062, it closed the day at 750, 760? That could have just as easily happened as what happened yesterday. So just be mindful. Make sure you're looking at both sides of the market and not getting caught up on one days of gains. I mean, like I said, if this closed down here below 8, what would your situation be? Would you be down 400? Would you be down 300%? I mean, if that's the case, then that's not a good trade. There's no way that's a sustainable strategy. So just make sure you're managing your risk when you're doing that. Guys, I'm liking Mara a lot. I'm liking Mara a lot. There's options that expire today. Nice. Yes, I mean, as long as you have a controlled risk and you know what your risk is, then yeah, by all means, awesome trade, good stuff. But just make sure you're not going to lose 300% on that position if you know. I mean, probably not, though. That was a pretty big move, so it's probably a larger gain than loss. All right, guys, Mara. This is looking really nice. I like it. I'm way down all the time. Yeah, then that comes down to money management, how you're managing your risk. I mean, that's money management, risk management. That's the name of the game, man. That is trading. Like, everybody thinks trading is all sexy and you're just looking at charts, reading charts, just buy low, sell high type of shit. It's like, dude, money management is what you are doing. That is your job. Managing risk, stacking the odds in your favor while you do so. And that's how you make money. Guys, we're getting a little bit of a breakdown here in the markets. SPY and Qs both looking lower. Looking at this Microsoft short potentially under 283. Be about $1. I'll probably get $1.25 on the stop loss. So I don't want to get in right here. I want this bar to complete itself. It's kind of breaking down right now. 284.94. So this would be, come on, about $1.25 on the stop loss. Oh, it's going right here. It's not going to give us a chance. I really didn't like that much anyways. So is there any other short ideas looking good? No. What's dragging this market down, dude? Are these fat mans going down? What's going on? Tesla's looking a little lower. Facebook's lower. Apple's been very weak all morning, so Apple's dragging the Qs down. Same with Amazon, so yeah, that's kind of where the weakness is coming from, I guess. Apple, Amazon, Microsoft's getting up there as well, so man, I would have liked to get that under low today, but it didn't give us a chance. Still watching these cryptos as well, guys. The Mara, 980, probably going to give it about a 20-cent stop loss. So you need to just the whole number at $10. So keep an eye on the Mara, guys. In fact, I'm going to get my order ready for this. 980 by 960. A little bit of a tight stop loss, but you do have the VWAP right there. Right. So we got about 20 seconds left until that goes. All right, guys. Mara, putting the order in. Hey, what's up, Casey? How are you doing? 960. Excuse me when I'm out of day trades. Can't get out to the next day. Yeah, that's where you gotta kind of maybe alter your strategy a little bit. If you're having trouble doing the day trades, then maybe switch to more of a swing trade bias. So or maybe just like a short day, like not day trade, I guess, but you can do like a 1-day intraday hold, where you just hold it overnight. So you still have a little bit of overnight risk, but at least you have a plan, because the PDT rule, it'll get you, man. So you gotta just kind of account for that when you have a small account. Or you could always maybe split your account into two. So say if you have like a $10,000 account, you split it. Now you have two $5,000 accounts, and then now you have 6 trades instead of 3 trades. But, all right, let's check out this Wells Fargo for you, Casey. So long at 39. So right under that, nice. Target at 43.50, all the way up here. So not a bad trade. The one thing that I don't like about it is the trend. This is a downtrending stock. We're getting lower lows. This could very well just be putting in a lower high right here in the 40 to 41.50 area. See that 50% retracements right there at 42. So might just be a little bit of a higher low. And we got earnings coming up in 2 days. So this banking sector has been pretty wild lately. So could be a little bit sporadic with those earnings. Might get some gap ups, gap downs. Who knows? So just be mindful of holding that stock through earnings. All right, guys, we are in the Mara. So did get a little bit of slippage, just 1 penny. Not a huge problem. I'm going to go ahead and raise my stop up a couple pennies right off the bat. We like to do that. Got to protect those gains. Not really protect the gains, but just avoid the losses. But, yeah, money makers, man. That's you want to send me an email as well? I can hop on there here, and we can talk it out. Too soon. I think I'm about to update that Discord. There's gonna be like 2 tiers in the Discord, so there's gonna be like a free version as well. So all you guys can just hop right on the Discord. Every day after I get off the stream, I'm in the Discord for like another hour and a half or so. So good chance to talk out some strategies and such. So yeah, you can send me an email for the moment, money makers, but probably should be at least by next week. I'll have that Discord open for you guys so we can just conversate in there and chat it up. So, all right, guys, KMX still just chopping around. Probably not getting into that now. Coin's not looking too bad, but I'm already in the Mara, so I'm not going to be getting into 2 of these things. Honestly, I would have rather gotten a coin. Would have much rather gotten a coin, like $1.50 on the stop, just because it's not as extended. But still do like that Mara. Looking at Riot, Casey, long 1060. So you're getting in long over here, over that high. So you're getting in long right when it's breaking out. Stop loss $3 at 767. So yeah, you're under all that support. So nice wide stop loss. This thing's got a lot of, if Bitcoin and stuff gets going at all, this thing's got room to run. So you're running at $16. So yeah, it's a pretty solid trade. If it breaks out, continues to go. Nice. And you got a good stop loss on there, so you'll probably have a chance to add and raise. So nice stuff. Good stuff there, Casey. Riot up at high of the day right here. Mara is actually it's the laggard out of the 3. Mara is the worst out of Riot. Coins at high of the day. Riot is at high of the day. And Mara it's getting up there, but it's struggling just a little bit. So in fact, I'm going to raise my stop just a little bit more protection right here. Now we're up over that 0.75 R that I like to get to. So you're looking at Wolf. I'd say that. This is another kind of Bitcoin related stock. Had a big day yesterday. A little bit weaker today. Volume's actually not bad, but this is a penny stock, so I generally don't trade stocks that are less than $5. But yeah, moving on up, a little bit extended. I probably wouldn't be trading it for day trading purposes. It's not as strong as some of these other crypto stocks. It's put in a little bit of it's just all over the place, kind of junk. So, all right. We got anything else going on? KMX pulling in. Coin grinding up. Throw high of the day. We can still watch Microsoft short, guys. I still like Microsoft short somewhat. I don't know. The markets are finding a lot of support. A lot of support in this 409.50 area. So we could be making a move towards high of the day here soon on the SPY. Qs have definitely been a little bit weaker today, but they're coming up on some support areas as well. So might be making a bullish move here soon. All right. Guys, Mara's looking good. Mara's at high of the day. So I'm going to raise my stop just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. So we're almost to a half hour risk. 970 is going to be a half hour risk. So get one more nice little pop out of this. Should be there. Otherwise, CVNA, man, that thing got whippy fast, didn't it? Riot looking good. I mean, you can, AMC's not, actually, AMC 540. This is a little bit tempting, guys. 540 by like 530, 25, 15-cent stop. Guys, it doesn't look too bad. This is 1 minute looking like. Some volume spikes. See, that's the thing. Every time it gets up there, this big volume spike makes me think people are selling. Don't see anything else. CMCSA ended up getting going. Not any great patterns. It's kind of sloppy, just kind of grinded up. Had one big green bar, so not much to do with that. AFRM getting up there as well. Another one, maybe you could argue getting in over 1167. Maybe like a 23, maybe 25-cent stop or so. But again, not the cleanest charts there. Because Mara's looking good. We got 4 cents from target on Mara. About 4 cents from target. So looking good there. Looking at Ally. Give me 1 sec. Actually, I'm going to raise my stop here to 72. So just over about a, I don't know, fourth of an R of risk on the Mara. So looking good there. Really kind of want to put my target at 9.99 just because it's at that whole number. Whole numbers are generally a little bit harder to get filled, and I mean you can get missed targets by like pennies when you're at a whole number. But this is already kind of a tight stop, being 20 cents. I already got a 1 penny of slippage, so I really don't want to give it another penny. I mean that takes my 1 hour target. Now I'm getting like 0.8 R, 0.5 R, something like that. See, we got it. Oh, did we? See, this is what I was talking about. This is why having a target at a whole number like this is sometimes a little bit sketchy. Do you guys see this? You guys see what I'm talking about? It's hit 10 multiple times, but it hasn't filled me. Hit 10 multiple times, but it hasn't filled me. I'm actually going to go break even. I'm not going to be losing on this now. But this is why I say I should have put that at 9.99, but like I said, being a tight stop with already a penny of slippage, it's tough. But also, which is worse, getting filled at break even and not getting anything, or getting filled a penny late? So, you gotta be shitting me. Let me see something real fast, guys. Hold on 1 second. All right, Casey, I'm gonna review that trade in just 1 minute, man. Just give me a moment here. Let me see how bad this would be. Why is that not working? All right, I'm trying to add this to my sheet real fast. What's going on here? What's going on? I'm trying to like add it to my sheet, but it's not updating. Yeah, I'd make 0.86 of an R. Or actually 0.9. So I'd make 0.9 R instead of the full 1 R. But I guess we're in for it now. Let's see what happens. Man, if this thing does come back to break even, that will be very disappointing. Because it actually, like I said, it did hit my target at $10. It hit it. It got there. Just didn't fill me. This is the risk you run of putting a target at a whole number like that. All right, let me check out STT. Come back to that in a minute. STT, long entry, 78 bucks. So over this little resistance here, yeah. Stop loss, 72.50. So pretty safe stop loss under all this junk. I like that. Target up to 87. So just trying to basically run it through these big red bars. Might be getting a little bit of resistance here at the $86 area. See, kind of bounced there once, twice before it broke down. So that might be a little bit of a ceiling there, but not bad. This is basically it's kind of a sideways trending stock, so not a whole lot of trend. It is bouncing off this 200 period moving average, so that is a nice bullish sign. So yeah, pretty solid trade there, Casey. Pretty solid trade. I like that. And then you're looking at Gatto, Farhad. All right, Gatto. I had a really nice breakout today, actually. What is this? Silver company? Okay. So yeah, if you're trading this on like a daily chart and you got the breakout over this $7 mark, that looks pretty good. About a 65-cent stop. You're already up over half an hour. Yeah, that looks good. For day trading purposes, like on a 5 minute, probably wouldn't be touching it at this point. It looks like it's a little bit thin, so not really great for day trading, and it's extended up here, so probably not touching it for day trade. But if you got in on this breakout, pretty solid. So, man, Mara, this thing is gonna be a dog, isn't it? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Right now, right here. Let's go. Let's get target. Stop playing games with me. Just get. I'm really, really tempted to put my target at 9.99. What do you guys think? Should I do it? Just try to get out? Just take my money and run, or just let it ride? Take my money and run, or let it ride? Hmm. Take profit. All right. All right. Fine. You're right. I'm taking profit. I'm not gonna go. If I don't care if it goes to 10.10 now, just give me out. There we go. Out. Mara. Almost full target. 0.9 R plus 0.9 R. Look, dude, it didn't even get there. It didn't even get to the $10 mark. Thanks for the words of wisdom, Ezekiel. I needed that. I don't think I would have done that if I didn't have somebody else say that. So appreciate you, brother. But seriously though, guys, you saw it right here in front of your screen, in front of your eyes. If you have a target at a solid whole number, like a $10 area, $100, $50, it's you might want to lower your stop a little bit. Give it a couple more pennies, because what you just saw here, it will get to that area and it will not go there. It will not fill you. There's a lot of sellers up in that spot. Imagine how many sell orders are right up here at $10. People trying to take profit. They're gonna be like, I'll throw the order at $10. You know, like, remember, guys, we are trading humans. Like, every single tick you see, every single one of these little moves, this little bar, that's somebody on the other side buying or selling. So like, this is we're dealing with humans. We're dealing with psychology here. So yeah, I mean, I owe you one, Ezekiel. Like no doubt, I would have literally just there it is, break even. Woo, Ezekiel, I owe you one, man. Look at that. It would have been break even right here, right now. That's trading, man. That's trading in a nutshell. But that's gonna do it for me today. I'm gonna take my point 0.9R. I'm gonna run. Nothing else is looking great. Uh, Kind of an odd day, man. I feel like there's some decent ideas, but nothing really just gave us good entry. We ended up scalping that 1R out of Mara, so that was nice. But other than that, really didn't see a whole lot that I liked. I didn't see a whole lot that I missed. So I'm gonna chalk this up as a good trading day, guys. Hope you guys did the same. Hope you guys didn't break your plan, followed your rules, all that good stuff. So if you guys have any last minute questions, comments, concerns, you can throw them up there. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it a day. SPY's breaking down right here, so we'll see if we're able to. We'll see if that trend continues. Thought we'd be a little bit more bearish or bullish today after getting over this resistance. I thought we had room to 412, but the market said it had other plans. So that is, there it is. That's that. Of course, man. Thanks for everything for you too. And like I said, those people that said to send me an email, don't hesitate. Seriously, send me an email. I'd love to get talking with you, get to know you guys a little bit better. Yeah, don't hesitate. One of the best ways you can reach out is to just ask for help from an actual person. You can do as much internet research as you want, but getting that actual help is a good thing to do. Did I look at Ally? I did not. I did not. Thanks for saying something there, Casey. So Ally. This one was 2650. Stop at 2370. Maybe I did look at this. I don't know. You had a nice wide stop. I mean, a few of these stocks look the same kind of. STT. Are these the same sector? Oh, and one more thing you got to watch is STT has earnings as well. STT has earnings as well. But these are all like that banking stocks. You've been trading a lot of banking stocks, Wells Fargo, same sector. So you kind of see they all kind of follow the same path here. So I mean, if the banking sector gets a boost, this should have room back up to like $29 or so. Your target's at 31.50. Yeah, 31.50 is a little bit of a wide target here. You're gonna have to get through that whole consolidation right here. You're gonna have to get through both the 50 and the 200 moving average. This one is definitely in a downtrend, making lower highs, lower lows. So this one's a little bit tougher to take, But I mean, you do have a good stop on it. You do have a void up until about $28 or so. So not a bad idea, but yeah, a little bit of a downtrend. Has some other issues that aren't as bullish as some of these other ideas. Like I like this STT quite a bit better. It's a State Street. And just because it is bouncing off that 200, it is more so in a sideways uptrend than a downtrend. So yeah. So yeah, there's the Ally. I appreciate you posting these trades though, Casey. Really, I do. It makes my days a lot more enjoyable. And I hope you're out somewhat. But all right, guys. With that, take care. Have a great day. I will see you back here tomorrow morning, 9:25 Eastern Time. We're gonna get after it. So take care, guys. Best of luck to you. Those people, shoot me an email. So see you later.